This is IGN. A new PlayStation State of Play has been announced. Welcome to your IGN Daily Update. But first, Cyberpunk 2077 developer CD Projekt has issued a bizarre in-universe tease with a date set for September 4th, later this week. The message has since prompted an array of fan theories and debates over the franchise's canon. On Monday, a message for new United States of America or NUSA citizens posted by President Rosalind Myers appeared on the game's social media channels. Dated September 4th, 2025, 2 days from now, the post asks for brave netrunners to help defend the NUSA from a mounting cybersecurity threat by taking some kind of recruitment test. What exactly this all means, however, has left fans uncertain. For starters, some fans are wondering whether the message, which of course in reality has come from CD Projekt Red, has gone live several days early, and whether it was meant to point to some kind of early sign-up for information on Cyberpunk 2, or maybe the message is appearing now to trail something happening on September 4th, and this is the start of some kind of ARG? Over on the Cyberpunk Reddit, fan speculation on what to expect later this week ranges from details of Cyberpunk 2, more information on the already announced Cyberpunk 2077 iPhone port, fresh news on the new anime spin-off Edgerunners 2, or yet more content for Cyberpunk 2077, which is still being worked on by support studio Virtuos, even as the bulk of CD Projekt knuckles down on The Witcher 4 and Cyberpunk's sequel. Contacted for more detail by IGN, CD Projekt declined to comment on what might be in store. Here's hoping later this week brings more answers. And director Chris Columbus has ruled out any chance of Harry Potter stars Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson reuniting as their characters in the future due to the, quote, political stuff dividing them from franchise creator J.K. Rowling. Columbus had previously expressed interest in reuniting with the Harry Potter trio for a big screen version of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, the hit West End and Broadway stage show that acts as a canonical 8th Harry Potter story. Set 19 years after the final Harry Potter book, it features an adult Harry, Ron, and Hermione, around the same age that Radcliffe, Grint, and Watson are now. However, despite previously hoping the original cast might return for a movie adaptation, Columbus has admitted the idea was now never going to happen. It's never going to happen, Columbus told The Times. It's gotten so complicated with all the political stuff. Everyone in the cast has their own opinion, which is different from her opinion, which makes it impossible. Recent years have seen Rowling become one of the most prominent figures in the discourse over transgender issues, with her widely criticized views causing a schism between her and some within the Harry Potter movies cast. The vast majority of the original Harry Potter cast, including Radcliffe, Grint, and Watson, all returned for the 20th anniversary Return to Hogwarts documentary in 2022, though Rowling notably only appeared in archival footage. As for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, no plans for a movie adaptation are now believed to be in the works, despite it still continuing to run globally in theaters on the West End, Broadway, Hamburg, and in Tokyo. Sony has announced a PlayStation State of Play broadcast for this week, featuring a deep dive into James Bond game 007 First Light from Hitman maker IO Interactive. The broadcast is set to air tomorrow, Wednesday, September 3rd at 2 p.m. Eastern or 7 p.m. UK time via PlayStation's YouTube and Twitch channels. In this upcoming State of Play, tune in for over 30 minutes of gameplay featuring a playthrough of Bond's first mission as an MI6 recruit, Sony wrote of its upcoming presentation. The action includes everything from high-speed car chases to on-foot stealth sequences and shootouts. Stay tuned after the playthrough for insights from IO Interactive on the intense espionage gameplay. PlayStation made no mention of any other games set to be showcased in the upcoming State of Play, so it's worth lowering your expectations for more from the upcoming Ghost of Yotei or anything else from Sony's first-party studios. While the Hitman series is, quote, definitely not done, IO Interactive is now aiming to develop a new trilogy of Bond games featuring a fresh-faced take on the iconic character. First Light is the first chapter of this story and will showcase an origin tale for an all-new original Bond incarnation unrelated to any specific book or film incarnation. Previously, IO Interactive CEO Hakan Abrak explained how the studio would be keeping costs manageable over the course of the Bond trilogy by building on each game in sequence without unnecessary expense, such as by not producing multiple new toilets. A previous look at the game during a PlayStation State of Play broadcast back in June left fans certain that Dexter New Blood star Patrick Gibson was behind the new Bond. Here's hoping IO Interactive finally gets around to acknowledging that tomorrow, and maybe also a final release date for the game. As for now, 007 First Light is set to arrive sometime in 2026 for Nintendo Switch 2, PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. Stand by for more. That's your IGN Daily Update. My name is Tony Jackson, and if you want more news on your favorite games and entertainment topics, make sure to visit us at IGN.com. You can also download our free app on your phone or console and subscribe to our weekly podcasts through the podcast service of your choice.
Spoken Layer.